So I've been spending a lot of time looking for older Switch 1 games to play again, or pick up some new ones for the first time to see which ones are really worth buying on Switch 2 and how I can really get my money's worth. I've been playing a lot of Prodeus, which is a first-person shooter with old school pixel aesthetics while still using modern rendering techniques for detailed lighting and other visual effects, so you kind of get the mix of both the quality of a modern day AAA game with a nice retro look to it while still getting a lot of that old school gameplay on top of it. All right, on Switch 1 it ran at an unlocked frame rate mostly around 30, but could go up to 40s and 50s if depending on the room that you're in or not. That for some people was a little bit jarring. Some people were even saying that they were asking for a 30 FPS cap if it wasn't going to be very consistently in the 50s or 60s. All right, but the Switch 2 version is very interesting. So taking a look at the frame rate counter, it sits at a pretty consistent 57 to 58 frames per second. It just bounces back and forth between those two numbers, which is a little weird. All right, I've never seen that before personally, but visually and input wise it feels pretty good. Right, very smooth, very responsive. So as far as a first person shooter goes, the frame rate on Switch 2 immediately huge improvements. That's really great to see. The only problem I would say that I have so far with this version of the game, even on Switch 2, are the visuals. Right, it does normally have a retro look to it, but it's a little too much sometimes, like so much so that it's kind of hard to make things out in the distance. If I have the max FOV that I have now, which is like 120, it's kind of cool that they let you change that, but once I'm maxed out on the FOV, things super far in the distance, I can barely even make out if it's an enemy, if it's a barrel to blow up. I don't know, I just start shooting it. So an update to lock it to 60, fixing those frame timing issues and increasing the visual clarity would definitely be great. All right, this game's been pretty good though. I put a couple hours into it. I believe it's on sale for like 20 bucks right now. I think it's worth it. There's an online component for it too, but it's kind of dead on this system, I'm not gonna lie. But I think if you're like into Doom and Quake and old school shooters like that, definitely a game worth at least checking out on the eShop. Frame rate's good, performance is nice, very retro aesthetic. So I'm going to leave y'all with a bit more gameplay just so you can take a little bit better look at it some more. Let me know what you guys think about this game in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, appreciate you, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Peace out.